Hey, I'm Sarah, and this is What the Fluff. This podcast is about real, unfiltered conversations, the kind you have with your ride or die friends, the ones who are your shoulder to cry on, your hype women or men, and your truth tellers who don't sugarcoat the bullshit. Some conversations are deep, some are chaotic, some are healing, and some are just really, really funny. But all of them are real, and all of them are authentic. Here, we talk about dating in today's world, healing from lessons and lived experiences, learning to choose yourself, and building a life you're actually proud of. If you're in a season of growth, figuring things out, or just trying to make sense of it all, you're in the right place. Because life is messy, growth is uncomfortable, and love is complicated. So come sit with me and let's figure this out together. This is What the Fluff, and I'm your host, Sarah. So today I'm joined with my co-host Mary. Hey girl,
Hey, how you do? How you do?
how you doing? And today we're gonna be doing episode 8, Bobette the Builder. Can we fix him? No,
No,
we
we
can't.
can't. Unless you want to do that, which don't.
We're gonna get into that because
Yeah.
at some point in dating, many of us enter what we call the Bobette the Builder era, or if you're a man, Bob the Builder. You meet a guy or girl and think they just need a little support. They just need someone who understands them, or they just need the right person. And suddenly you're not in a relationship, you're in a renovation project.
Ooh, like
Ooh, so fun.
interior design, and you have all the architects. That's fun.
Yay. So today we're talking about Bobette or Bob the Builder mindset, the belief that if we just love someone hard enough, support them enough, or help them grow enough, we can fix them. But the truth is, some people don't want to build a healthy relationship, and some people aren't builders at all. They're just Bob or Bobette the unbuilder.
So they're just sticking around.
Exactly, yes. And sometimes they have a full construction crew, honestly.
Yeah, something that no one can afford, but somehow they're affording it.
I know, right? They come to the job site with no tools and materials, but somehow someone's plumbing the heart and someone else is painting the personality.
Ooh, yes, paint that.
And then every once in a while, they come in like a wrecking ball, demolishing the whole
Oh yeah.
project. The construction crew goes, "Oh my God, we need to repair."
I came in like a wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus had a point.
Oh my God, yes, Miley Cyrus did have a point. We can all relate to her
Exactly.
at least once.
Yeah, exactly. Many of us,
Oh,
I'm sure.
yeah. So Mary, do you think people naturally try and fix the people they date?
Naturally,
Yeah.
it really, I think it depends on how much they want it to work, I guess. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
say so? Like,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because honestly, actually, yeah, because come to think of it, a lot of the through the dating process, like the men I've dated, it's because I know I'm at such a point in my life where a lot of people had to either take rise to meet me or fall off. So what I was doing is I was actually doing the work for them. And it's like, well, I can whip you into shape. I know how to train a dragon. I've done it myself, so I can do it with you. But
yes,
the but the problem is you can't really force someone to do something that they don't want to do. And if you can't enforce change in someone who doesn't want to make the changes themselves.
exactly. Which is kind of like disappointing or like a good thing when you look at it because some people are like, I can change him. Like I want him to, like when you want someone to really pay attention to you, and I know there are some listeners in their 20s, right? You
Very
can't,
few. Yeah, most of
yeah,
our listeners are in there between 35 to 45.
yeah. We have like maybe a small chunk in their 20s, right?
Yes, it's very like I think less than 5%.
Oh, okay. So
Yes. It's
the
very,
ones
very small.
the ones that are listening, you shouldn't have to push someone to pay attention to you. It's okay to see what they want to do for you. Like,
Mm,
stop texting. Don't do it.
yeah. Don't
You
do it.
did
Why are
it
you
the
doing it?
first few times. I'm sure people in their 30s do it too. Like, give it a break.
Exactly. Like,
Do
why are
it.
you taking the shit flavored chocolate bar from the devil?
Yeah, and I'm saying it because sometimes when I really want someone, I go, I take the when
But
you
Daddy, I love him.
yeah, exactly. I turn into a rocket ship. I'm like, please, I'm doing so much to show you I'm interested. Like, stop.
Yeah.
But I'm learning to like step back, let them take care of it. Like, if
Hmm.
they really wanted to, they would,
They
right?
would. Yes. If they really wanted to, they would. And if they wanted to meet you, they would step up.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to beg someone to meet you.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. That's when you're putting the majority of the work into the relationship and it takes two to tango, guys. Like it takes two to have a relationship. You can't be carrying all the weight.
As much as you really want to.
Hmm.
Like I didn't mind when I was younger, but now it's like it's getting to the point where it's kind of exhausting if I'm being honest. It's
Yeah. And you have direction. Like now you have direction. In your 20s, you like even I can relate with that because even in your 20s, it's like, ooh, party!
I have all the time
Yay!
in the world.
Exactly. Yes. I will deal with this later.
Later, future me, future me. What
It's
is it?
future me's problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Hmm. Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, you go.
So, do you think people prioritize chemistry too much while dating?
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely one to do that. Like, look, girl, look at the relationships I had. Look at Ghost Gaines Greg. That was all chemistry because he rushed chemistry because he knew he couldn't meet me. So he was hoping to rush chemistry so he could low key keep me around, is what I'm assuming is what happened. And when I wasn't taking the bait, that's when he ghosted me. And
Yeah,
then same with we're gonna get into a Fluff Boy entry later in this episode, actually, because I have Bob the Unbuilder, and that's another guy who rushed chemistry. And then in a future episode, we have Tantrum Tyler. That guy was all chemistry, no substance.
yeah. I
Like,
have a few of those, if not all of them. I
exactly,
get
yeah.
along with everyone. That's annoying. Like,
Yeah, well, chemistry, honestly, this is going to pertain to the next episode. It's just chemistry versus compatibility because
yeah,
chemistry and compatibility are like chemistry is easy, compatibility is harder because it requires effort, it requires
work.
commitment, it requires work. When chemistry is easy. You can build chemistry in like 10, 15 minutes of knowing somebody and you're like, "Oh, I like this person. They seem pretty cool."
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is not hard to show the best person in the beginning, and then gradually, like,
Yes.
the chemistry builds. I feel like chemistry builds through like mutual interest, wouldn't you say so?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, I used to deal with this, or sometimes you trauma bond.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that's like trauma bonding. Yes. Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with like in my belief, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with talking about that, but it shouldn't be the main focus, if that makes sense.
Completely agree. Like you shouldn't, especially early on, like you shouldn't be trauma bonding. Like opening up emotionally should come later in the relationship, like at least a couple months in before
Yeah.
like after you build a decent foundation on like, yeah, we like each other. Yeah, our long-term goals align. Like we are compatible. Like, and it's compatibility and chemistry. It's not just full-on chemistry.
hmm I
But
mean,
yeah.
in my opinion, it could be like, okay, talk about it in the beginning, but not so much. The thing with me is
Yeah.
I feel like people open up so fast to me.
Yes, because you have water placements in your top three signs.
And they're like, why am I telling you this? And I'm
You have
like,
water placements in your top three signs. So with people who are into astrology or even not into astrology, so people who have heavy water placement signs in their top three, sun, moon, or rising, typically like they are people will emotionally open up to you because you're easy for you're an easy cup to hold their emotional vulnerabilities because you understand emotion on a deeper level. So that's why people enjoy opening up to you.
and I had a situation where they're like, why am I telling you this? And I'm like, I'm a good listener. Go ahead. And I had another person actually say, why don't you get into therapy? And I'm like, oh, um,
No,
I
thank
don't,
you.
yeah, no, thank you. I can barely deal with my own problems. How am I dealing with everybody else's? I'm overly emotional, if you know what I mean, Sarah.
Yes, yes, you are. You are very emotional, and sometimes you do get in your feels a little bit, and then you have to retreat like the turtle in the shell,
Yeah, I
the
can't
hermit card.
I can't even if I wanted to help people like that, I think it would trigger me because I
Yeah,
remember so
your
many
Scorpio
bad,
moon couldn't.
yeah,
Your emo, your emo side.
my emo girl.
We're going down, down in another round.
Exactly.
uh,
Oh,
yeah, so let's get into segment one, guys. So we're in the Bob/Bobette the Builder phase. So I find honestly, real talk, a lot of women fall in love with potential. And men do show you who they are early, and then the helping turns into emotional labor. So you end up building a man for the next woman, unfortunately.
yeah. It's really it's like they're across oh, what is it? They're like a car passing through. There we go.
Yes, yeah, the concrete truck.
And then you're the mechanic for
Oh,
whatever reason,
great. Yes.
right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like being the mechanic. I like being the main person. Like,
exactly. Yeah, you
look
either
at
show up
me, I'm
correct or don't show up at
here.
all.
Exactly. And then these are the same people that are that as soon as they can't find better, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
Yes, and they come back. There's like the submarines.
Yeah, they're like, "I'm so sorry." But you didn't think this through. What do you mean?
I know, right? It's never thought through.
It's you think you can do, but I also find,
This is the phase where you believe effort can transform someone. You believing someone will mature, believing someone will change for the right partner, and overlooking red flags because you see potential. So if you have to teach a person how to be in a relationship, they're not the one.
they aren't.
Bobette the Builder sees a broken house and says, I can fix this. Girl, you're not Bobette the Builder. He's a project and a pattern.
Yes. Unless you're a project manager and you're getting paid for that, I don't think it's your job to do that.
Yes, honestly, like if you it's there's a construction joke going around. It's like if you need your problem handled, talk to the foreman Because the foreman is the one who underreacts to huge problems.
That's funny. I like it.
I love that. I'm like, yes, they typically do. Oh,
Oh,
so here's your prompts.
so what's the difference between supporting someone and fixing them,
Ooh, good question.
right?
Hmm. So, the difference between supporting someone and fixing them is so support is standing beside someone while they do their own work. So they're already taking responsibility, they're actively trying to grow, and you are encouraging, not carrying. You feel like a partner, not a parent. Oh, and
Really?
and they don't feel like a project.
I love being the parent. What do you mean? It seems like some people want a parent to sleep with.
Oh God, ew. Mommy, daddy. Ew, no, not like that.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
ruining daddy for me. No,
you
don't ruin daddy for
I
me. How dare
know.
you?
I just thought you would think about that, right?
No,
Then you
ew,
stop saying it.
ew, ew, ew. No,
You
I
have a
am, I
habit
am
of
block,
that. You
I'm
have
blocking
a
that from my
habit.
memory.
Yeah, that's to help you stop saying it. You're welcome.
Ooh. Uh, so the energy for the supporting someone is I see your effort and I'm here with you. And what it looks like is you're listening without solving their problems or without solving everything. You encourage their growth, hold space for them emotionally, and let them take ownership of their life.
You
So
shouldn't even have to
no, you should no, that's
try
when you
and
should.
fix. No, no,
Like
no. Like listening in is what I mean. Like you should be the one
mm,
listening. Males are usually the one that are trying to fix things, right? Alpha
yes.
males.
Oh, yes. Well, honestly, all males, it's a man trait.
No, no, no. I'm just saying in general. Like a man's man would be like, okay, how can I problem solve and fix this?
Exactly. When it's not like you can't be fixing their problems, you need to be encouraging rather than fixing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's important. And I think
exactly.
us as females sometimes, well, I'm speaking for myself. Sometimes I just want to be the one that tries to do more than I should.
Mm-hmm.
And
Been
it's,
there, done that.
yeah, I know. Like, I'm right here. I swear I'm here. Just listen to me. Just, I'm trying to be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because in our friendship, that's what you and I do.
Yes.
And that's why
Yes.
you
Because I've
say,
learned, honestly, actually, this could relate to our relationship because I've learned to stop trying to fix you. I've learned to support you.
yeah,
I'm
well,
not
I'm
going to
not
drag
even
you. I'm
trying
not
to
going to.
fix you.
No, I'm not going to drag you out of the depths. I am going to be here to spark your light when you're ready to get out of the pool.
Get out of the mud hut.
Get out of the mud hut. Like stop, girl, you're not drowning. It's 2 feet of water. Just stand up.
I think most friendships are like that, especially when you're younger. As you get older, you're learning how
Are
to
they?
communicate better. Wouldn't you think so?
No,
When
no,
you're
not at all.
inexperienced, there are some people out there, though.
There are some people out there, I don't know, with your you and I have a different dynamic than any other friendship in my life because you've been more of a partner that I don't sleep with.
Well, I would hope so.
Yes. When a lot of the other friendships I had were like very, very surface level, like all based on chemistry, no depth.
Mm,
Like I have a couple of girls now in my life where I have gone to depths with them, but nowhere near as much as you.
I hope that's a positive thing, but I'm not
Well,
sure.
it is it's a positive well, yeah, it's a positive thing with you because you're literally like my bestie, my ride or die,
No, I know,
my
I
shoulder
know.
to cry on,
I
my
just
hype
have
woman.
I just had to clarify because,
Yeah, and like a lot of people don't also like you can meet we can meet each other's depths. So it's like because we can meet each other's depths, that's why we have a deeper relationship. And I like it's just different. Like they're harder to come by. They're more of like diamonds in the rough. So you can't really copy paste. Um
like a Word document.
No, yeah, you can't copy paste like a Word document and other people go have different levels of depth that they meet different
Mm,
people that will either meet them or not meet them with their depths. And the deeper you are, the harder it is to find deeper connections because there's not a lot of people like that out there. A
it's
lot of people are
true.
very surface level.
Super surface level.
Yes. Yeah.
People claim they're best friends, but like I guess friendships are different as you're
Exactly.
aging.
Friendships are different as you age and it's not honestly, I don't even think it's aging. I think it's experience and I think it's has to do with what you go through. Because if you
Hmm.
like things like activities or like goals or like milestones will make or break relationships. Like
Hmm.
I hear like starting businesses with your friends. Like
Like this
starting the
one.
podcast will like make or break a relationship.
Exactly.
Traveling with your friends will be their make or break a relationship. Like there's
Never
because
thought about it like that in traveling though.
yeah, well because like people work differently and you're essentially living with somebody for like how long? Like a couple of days to a couple of weeks on end.
Oh, so it's
So
still like oh my goodness. Of course my
yes,
mind didn't
girl.
click
Yes.
easily because you travel as a couple, right?
Yes, and that's why like a bit like a lot of people say you should travel
With
before
your significant other.
you
Yeah.
move in together because you get to like you get a little snapshot on how they live and like how they handle conflict, how they handle responsibility, how they handle like if things go wrong. Like there's so many things like you learn about a person in times where they actually need to step up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
And if
never had that. It would be nice to have that.
what do you mean?
Like with a relationship where you're traveling together and like seeing that, because I'm promised so many things, but it's undelivered when it comes to like, actual relationship, someone I want as a life partner. But when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to friends like you and I, or my high school friend, it's not even a thought. It's like, let's go, let's plan it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. So, do you think sometimes people fall in love with potential instead of reality?
Oh, hell yeah. Because potential is easy. Potential is what gets your foot in the door. Like with the Dululu is a Salulu episode. Yeah, I that relationship was entirely based on potential or situationship. It wasn't even a relationship, it was a situationship.
It didn't you like the funny thing with situationships now, sometimes if you let it last long term, it really does hurt you more than short term. I guess it depends on the person too. Like the person gives off like, oh, he's ticking off all my boxes, but then there's that one thing, and it like implodes the relationship.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got worried about you with that one because I'm like, this
Wait,
is,
with Malibu Ken?
yeah.
Malibu Ken. No, you no, you were worried about what's his name? Ghost Games Greg. That was the one you were like, oh
Mm.
shit, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I got
Malibu
worried
Ken.
because it brought me back to so many of mine that
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
Cause
Sarah, please slow down.
yeah, actually,
You're
yeah, because with
scaring me.
yeah, honestly, like I think Ghost Games Greg was like the pinnacle of it. Like he was the one that actually made the tower fall. Like he was the decision that I was like, wow, like he was so like I can't even describe how smooth that dude was. And it's like I was talking to one of my girlies the other day, and it was
Mhm.
like he was so good at acting. And what I realized, it's like, yeah, because he probably goes on like so many
Oh,
dates with
bunch.
so many
Yeah,
women. Like he knows exactly what to say and how to say it because he's been on 10 other dates this week. Like
yeah. Which
like
honestly, I don't even have that kind of energy for anymore.
yeah, I know. Well, like he's a single dude and he's dating for loneliness, not for a partner.
Yeah. No,
That's
but
that's
even
that's
that's a bit much though. Like,
not no girl, he's filling a hole.
yeah, boy, like the
He's fi-
way I used to.
he's filling a hole in his heart and he's filling a hole in a girl.
Yeah, that's the way I used to do it. Wouldn't say it's a good thing, but
It's definitely not the healthiest way, but you know what? Again, you're not Bobette the Builder.
yeah, not trying to fix someone to pay attention to you.
Exactly, yeah. So
That
got
is boring though.
yeah, it is what it is. I've
No,
learned
I
my
know,
lesson.
but I'm like, you don't understand how much it brought back so many memories. And I'm like, please be careful. Please, for the love of God, I know
Yeah.
you see things that are beautiful, and
And
I
he's
love
beautiful
looking
and
at
so kind.
beautiful
But Daddy, he
people.
calls me pretty. I love him.
And I love beautiful people. It's just beautiful people can also be
Absolute
dark.
shitheads.
They can do some certain things that you're like, but why?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the devil. He's the devil handing me the shit chocolate bar. And I'm like, ew, brother,
It's not even
it looks so
Ferrero,
good.
and you just wanted it.
I just wanted, it was like, it looks so good. You made it look bougie.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when it comes to looks and stuff, okay, it's great. You have certain things, it's great. But now I'm like, okay, let's see what more do you have to offer.
Hmm.
I think my
Hmm.
perspective has changed a lot more.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my God, I had an ego integration the other day too with DJ 2.0. Oh my God, remember him and Jamie Bro?
Yes, yes.
The plot has not thickened with DJ 2.0, but the plot has thickened with Jamie Bro. I see J because my ego integration was with both of them. So like both of them catch eyes at me. And every day Jamie Bro, okay, so it's an inside joke. Jamie Bro, half the time he goes to the gym, he's wearing pajama pants. They're
Oh, love that.
white, white and red plaid pajama pants. He's either in that as a signature look or gray sweatpants, and every single time he's wearing a white wife beater. I see him
Oh,
every day at the gym, and every day he's catching eyes. But he's the type of dude who's actually not confident enough to look me in the eye and actually be like, "Yeah, I see you. I find you attractive." Like he's more the type of guy who like I heavily intimidate him because I'm there to work out. Like I'm in my own lane. Like if you want to approach me and do it correctly. And that's the aura I give off. And and that scares the shit out of him.
I
And same
think,
with and
oh,
same with it's all good. And same with DJ 2.0. DJ 2.0 is the one who locks eyes with me. He actually he's like he will lock eyes with me and give me subtle hints that he's interested but never approaches.
that's
So it's
the thing though, I feel like when you're there to work out, like, especially me, I can relate to myself. And when I go into yoga, there are some beautiful, beautiful people there, right? It's a
mhm.
mix now. It went from women to like men coming there. So
Ooh.
it's like, it's great, but it's also like, I'm focused on where I am. And it's like, I don't need distractions.
Mhm.
When I'm talking to someone, I'm actually talking to them only. Like it's nice to look. You can't just close your eyes, right?
Yeah. But
Does
there's a
that
way
make
to do it
sense?
though. But there's a way to do it at the gym though. Like if someone's deep in their workout, yeah, you're not going to approach them and say, "Hey, like I've been staring at you. How's it going? You're
Yeah.
hot. Can I have your number?" You're going to wait for a moment where it's like you can get like an in. Like if they're using equipment, you can walk over and be like, "Hey, like how many more sets you got?" Or if like they're on the mat, like stretching, that's also a good time to approach them. If they're not wearing headphones, they seem to be open, receptive. If you lock eyes with them and they smile at you, and like yeah, like then there's subtle cues that will give you an in. But if they're like headphones on, resting bitch face, probably don't approach them because you're
Yeah.
gonna get rejected.
Because
Like
I've
yeah, there's
spoken to
ways to do it and
most,
ways to not do it.
but then there are some men that actually like it, but they won't do anything. And then there's some that are just strictly there to work out, whether they're single or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. No, that's honestly that's the vibe I get off of DJ 2.0 and Jamie Bro. They're there to work out, they're not there to fraternize.
Yeah.
But there's also some men at my gym who are like it's like they like literally get juiced up in front of the mirror, they start flexing, they look around to see who's watching and it's like, "Bro, you're fucking married. What are you doing this for?"
Yeah, I
There's a lot, honestly, there's a lot of men and women that who go to my gym who are like that, who are like there to like peacock. There's not very many men and women who go there to just like to be in their own space, to work out, to go home. So it's like
it,
finding that grounded, mature energy is slim to none, and that's like the energy you kind of want to go for. You don't want to go for the peacock.
I
Like,
realized with like men like that too, like they're not peacocking, they're necessarily, I feel like they're a little shy too.
what do you
And
mean?
like the ones that don't peacock, they're just in their own zone. Do you know what I mean? They're not
Hmm.
dressed in a wife beater all the time. They're just, I don't know, there are some I encountered that were a mix of what you said.
Hmm.
And I noticed even at the bar, remember when we went to that bar for your birthday? There were married men just
Mm.
making compliments, and we didn't even realize, us and the
Oh
girls didn't
yeah. And
realize.
like, oh my, the yeah, we went to man, what's that bar called? VIP on College. Oh, I love
Yeah,
that bar. That's my favorite bar.
yeah, I
Oh
can't
my God, it's my
forget
favorite
that.
bar. Yeah. But yeah, like literally more than half the crowd were all married men. And like they were actively hitting on my friend group because we were like one of the only big group of girls there
We
that
hung.
were yeah. And it was like, and the girl, oh my God, it was funny. The girls were like, "Oh my God, we're getting hit on.
Yeah, that
Yay!"
was me too. I
And,
got low key excited. I'm like, oh my God.
and then I go over there and literally instantly I clock they're all fucking married. And then one guy even has he's wearing a ring and he's on his phone lock screen. It's him and his wife on his wedding day and the pictures look quite recent. And then
Wow.
when I find out after, I know because I was like, who the fuck are they? Who the fuck's men is hitting on them? Like these guys are all married. And then afterwards, they tell me who it is, and then specifically the dude in the white shirt who had the
Oh,
lock
I
screen.
I
Yeah, remember?
like
And
that
I was
one
like,
a
bro,
lot.
these guys are all married. What the
I
fuck? And
was
they're like, how did you
trying
clock
that one
that?
too.
Yeah, and they're like, how did you clock that? I'm like, bro, like I'm there to husband shop.
I'm there to do shopping. Meanwhile, we're too
Meanwhile,
fascinated.
you're just,
And
oh, he's calling me pretty. Yay. But daddy, I love him.
I don't even remember what he said, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. It's
It
just
wasn't
yeah, it's just
necessary.
surface level compliments. Like they're great, but at the same time, it's like they mean nothing.
Yeah, they could just be saying it.
And let's get into segment two, signs you're dating a project. So
So,
signs you're dating a project, like they have no direction, but promise big dreams. They avoid responsibility, and you're constantly explaining basic relationship expectations. So you feel like their therapist or their life coach or their project manager.
mm,
So if you feel like you're managing someone instead of dating them, you might be Bob or slash Bobette the Builder. You didn't fall in
project
love with them.
management.
Yeah. You didn't fall in
Without the
love with
pay,
it. Yes. Without
I want the
without the pay
pay.
and none of the rewards.
I want the pay.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Because
could e-transfer me next time, you know?
Yeah, because
Send me some cash.
because
So,
you didn't fall in love with them. You fell in love with their potential resume, and potential is not a personality trait, guys.
but the thing with potential, before we get into the prompts, the thing with potential, because I feel like everyone that enters the dating scene, they
Hmm.
have a list, correct?
Like a
They
list
have
of non-negotiables.
non-negotiables, but then they
Yes.
have, and you may disagree with me, and that's okay, but I've went through this where they have great career, they look great, they're confident, they have a good resume, but then their expectation is so high that even they can't reach it. Does that make sense?
Yes, honestly, yes, because there's a ton of people who have a list of non-negotiables that they can't even meet them themselves. And that's when you have to kind of turn the mirror in on itself. It's like what I'm asking for, can I even provide? And if any of them or all of them are no, then there's your answer. You have a lot of work to do before you can even ask for things that you want in a relationship.
Like why do you like you have a great job, you look great, you have expectations, but these are the same people that even when they do meet a good person and they fit their categories, they've answered quote unquote everything correctly, and within the first date you're just like, I'm not feeling this. But this was like the first meeting, correct?
Okay.
So, so I would think like I'm not saying go the further 9 months, but like get to know them to the point where, okay, then you can say something. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's the first introduction. It's like
Well,
it's a date, but it's also the first time you're meeting each other.
yeah, it's that's a double-edged sword because it's like, yeah, like you can argue the fact that like if you didn't feel any chemistry, um, then it's like it wasn't a match. But at the same time, it's like chemistry doesn't always show up like at the beginning.
Instantly,
It's
yeah.
instantly sometimes like long-term compatibility like with long-term compatibility trumps chemistry, and with long-term compatibility feels safe, secure, stable, and that with that it takes a long time to build. With chemistry, it's like chemistry is the butterflies, the excitement, the oh wow, this is moving so fast, like, and that's like, so like it's hard because it's like if because yeah, like maybe they should have given it more time, but also at the same time, if you go on the first date and start asking specific questions and the person isn't either answering the specific questions in the way that aligns with your future, that's also a big flag too.
I also had to deal with it where they ask the question in like text messages. And then they
Before the
also
date,
ask more in person. Yeah, they ask more in person. And
you've met me.
you too
You've
will
met
lie.
me. You've
You
met
be
me in
surprised. You be
in man
surprised.
version.
And then you be surprised. You answer correctly. There's like chemistry with the way you talk. You speak for 4 hours or longer. And it's like they make plans, correct?
Hmm.
But they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I changed my mind. Not even the day before. Then why you plan a second date? Does that make sense?
They found someone who's more aligned with them long term.
No, I understand, but why pre-plan?
Because that it just happens. Because life isn't always linear. Life isn't always like has a trajectory.
I
Like he could have saw potential with you, um, and see it going somewhere, but then he found someone who is more compatible with him long term, or like I don't know, like or something, or he's just, what do you call it? He's
he
just
just
basing it
has
all on
super
chemistry.
he
Like we
just
don't know.
it no, I know, but there they're what is it? They're they're um they're speaking like they talk the talk, they can't walk the walk because like they're like, oh, dating is difficult, dating is this, no shit.
Well,
But
then
then
you dodged a bullet.
they have like, how do I explain it?
Hmm.
They have the good intentions, but they're willing to give up so easily.
Well, then you dodged a bullet because that's your clarity. Because you're that honestly, girl, because if a man is willing to step down that easily, they're never meant for you in the first place. Because
Yeah,
like when growth is like I keep telling you, like the last couple weeks, it's like when growth is required of you, if you step down or completely what's the word? Cripple to the when growth is required of you, that's your clarity. Like you can't have somebody in your life who's going to who's not going to be able to meet you in the ways you need to be met during the hard stages of life. Like when you lose your job or when you're in conflict or when there's like a big issue or like you need like a lot of with a lot of people. You guys need to pick your partner correctly. And you need to pick someone who's willing to be there through all the bad times in your life and the good times. Because they're the ones who are going to be there when your parents die. They're the ones who are going to be there when you're jobless. They're the ones who are going to be there when you're sick. And if the guy goes, oh, this is too hard, I'm gone. Or even the girl, if the girl goes, oh, this is too hard, I'm gone. Well, you just got your clarity and you dodged a bullet.
yeah. Even if they're not seeing anyone else, they're just, I feel like when you change your perspective and it's not like just getting off the apps, you get good people, but there are good people that just don't even know how to handle things properly, if that makes sense.
Yes, because well, we're all on we're all under on different timelines on our journey, and you need to find someone who's matching your timeline. You
Yeah.
don't want someone who's ahead of you because they're gonna feel like Bobette the Builder or Bob the Builder, and you don't want someone behind you because then you become Bobette or Bob the Builder.
Okay, so be honest. Have you stayed longer because someone stayed longer because you believed in someone's potential?
Yes, with Malibu Ken. Malibu Ken. Instantly. That honestly instantly. I knew after the even no, before the first date, before my first real date with Malibu Ken, I knew we weren't long term, we weren't compatible long term, but we ended up going on that date anyway because he was pretty. He had a good face card. He had a good resume. Let's see where this goes. Maybe I'd change his mind.
Yeah. It's really hard though. It's really hard.
Yeah, it is really hard. It is really hard. How about you?
It's ooh, that's a fun one. In my 20s, in my mid 20s,
Mm-hmm.
with what shall I name him?
Bob.
Bob.
Bob the Unbuilder.
Bob the questionable builder. How's that?
There you go.
You would expect someone older to actually like take care of you and like speak nicely to you, but it's not like this person treated me poorly and I still took it. And like I remember you being so upset with that.
Oh, him. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. And he was actively like trying to cut you off from like your support system.
N Not that one.
Wait,
The
not that one. Wait,
after
hold
that
on.
one.
After that one. Wait, after?
Yeah, the one that I was raving with and everything.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
The one that told you that you were standing in the way of him finding his wife.
Exactly.
Yes, yes, that guy. Yes, he was actively trying to cut you off of your support system.
Yeah, like
And that was one of the reasons why we stopped talking
why, like, I don't understand. Then why were you seeing me? I was just
because he
probably
wanted
good.
Girl, because he was girl. You dated my ex, just in a different version.
Like it was terrifying because I'm like, but I spent like so much time with you. You introduced me to your family.
Hmm.
Like it was consistent, right? Your
Hmm.
parents like me, not that I was getting married to them, but you claimed you were going to be all these things and then you just cut me off from my friends and then you just proceeded to put me down. Like it brought out a lot of things in me, like my confidence level went down the drain. I flushed it.
Because he's a textbook narcissist.
Yeah.
This is what they all do. They all look perfect from the outside, and then they start degrading you and belittling you and treating you like shit and making you, and then they cut you off from your support system. Oh, all these people are so bad for you. Why do you talk to them? Like they're using you. Like you're replaceable. And then when he cuts you off of your support system and he's the only one left, that's when they can really get their hooks in and treat you like absolute shit because they absolutely hate themselves.
What's funny is we spoke, right? The
Hmm.
last time we spoke this year, which was the very last time, he told me he met someone off of Hinge.
Oh God, ew. This is why you stay off, girl. This is
No, no, no.
Hinge
Listen,
brings
listen.
nothing good.
Okay, to be fair, not everyone is horrible on there,
My
but once
my ex is
we
on Hinge.
disagree,
Traumatized.
I know. Well, for me,
Oh my
because
God, Timu Spider-Man was on Hinge.
yes, like
That was the worst date of my life.
well, listen, without these people, it wouldn't be here. This little
Yes,
project that we're
honestly,
doing.
yes. Thank you, Hinge, for bringing me those
Honestly,
horrible dates and
it's
traumatizing me.
it's not like we have disagreements on there, which I understand fully because once again, I've I've done it longer than you, and I see your like I've seen what you've already gone through, and it got added to
The
it.
pattern was pattering. The math was mathing.
But the funny thing was, he's like, I met someone off of Hinge, and they've been dating since God knows when. It was 6, 7, 8 months. And I'm like, oh, I'm happy for you. And then he proceeds to go on in a text message, I hope you find your person. And I said, thanks. And that was before we were going to the party. So, to your birthday.
Oh my God, that's what he
Yeah.
messaged you. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was keeping tabs on me, I guess, wishing me happy birthday and stuff. So
Oh God, ew, what the fuck?
yeah.
He has his new supply. Why the fuck is why the fuck is he still
I don't even know why
barking up
he
your
was
tree?
saying happy birthday and then proceeds to talk about what's going on in his life and
Well, to
asks
keep you
about
on the
mine.
hook. Keep you
Yeah.
he's still got you hooked. And the less you reply, the less he's gonna have your hook, he's gonna have his hooks on you. Because the moment you stop replying and you're not feeding his supply or being the supply who feeds his ego, saying, "Oh yeah, like I'm able to slide into her DMs and she'll reply, no problem. I know she'll give me the time of day because I'm that awesome. Like I treated her like shit and she still comes back."
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what girl, like those type of guys is that's what the girls are looking for. They're looking for they're not looking for partners. They're looking
The
for
next,
some the next victim.
yeah. Let
Yeah,
me traumatize someone else younger
exactly.
because
Yeah.
now she's a lot older and she knows what I've done.
Yeah, well, yeah. But even so, like, yes, they typically gravitate to the younger girls, but girl, I know women in their like who are almost 40 who are still repeating patterns that women repeat in their 20s.
Mm.
And it's like, bro, you're almost 40. How have you not learned?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's I don't, yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just, it's, it's not okay. Like,
exactly.
once you leave, please leave. Just stop messaging. Just
Well,
go
they
away.
stop messaging once you stop engaging. And that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's why with the other dude that we talked about the other day, we got to put that as segment. We got to make that a
Yeah.
segment in one of the episodes to that other narcissist.
Well, there's so many, you know.
Yeah, you attract them because you were the type of girl who will put up with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Well, I was naive too, so
Yeah, well, that's okay. We're all there at one point.
yeah. Okay.
All
You
right. We should get into segment three, Bob the Unbuilder. So Bob the Unbuilder, or Bobette the Unbuilder, is a person who says they want to build something with you, but somehow every brick goes missing. They talk about future, but never takes any action. They avoid emotional responsibility, and they blame circumstances for everything. So they show up with a toolbox, but somehow the house collapses. And they talk
glitter
about build
glue.
exactly, yeah, glitter glue, yak. He has the blueprints in his mouth, but no tools in his hands. They talk about building a future, but can't even show up consistently in the present. They do say all the right things, but um, but builds absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
They don't lack potential, they lack execution. And while you're waiting for construction to start, he hasn't even bought the land.
Which is annoying. Like buy the land already.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Put the down payment on.
honestly, you're getting
Take out
your
the loan.
hairline's receding, bro.
I know, right? I'm still just figuring it out. Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
so is your hairline.
Yeah. Do whatever you want, but your
Yeah.
hairline. Like, I have nothing against men that don't have hair or have hair. Like, it really doesn't matter to me. It's just the person and who they are. But some
Hmm.
people care, and that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, for the
We sh
prompts, oh,
we shouldn't
sorry.
do, let's not do prompts because we're rapidly running out of time. We got
Oh,
15
yeah, yeah. Of
minutes.
course, yeah.
So, we should get into the next segment, which is the Fluff Boy journal entry. So this journal entry is out of my journal, and we're going to talk about Bob the Unbuilder, the man who said he wanted to build something real, but showed up with no tools, no plan, and no resources. So Bob the Unbuilder, the sweet talking specialist, where we met right at the intersection of potential and proceed with caution. First impression, charming, easy to talk to, the kind of energy that makes you think, okay, maybe this is different. This, in fact, was not different. Red flags that I tried to rationalize like a hopeful queen, words that sounded better than the actions behind them, the effort that showed up inconsistently, the vibes that felt good in the moment, but confusing afterwards. Just enough tension to keep me wondering. Delusional thoughts I briefly entertained. That consistency was any day now. That he just needed time. And that my patience would magically turn into a relationship. What actually happened? Nothing dramatic, nothing explosive, just a slow realization that the bare minimum energy wasn't enough. How it made me feel, the honest edition. A little hopeful at first, then confused, then clear, because clarity always arrives when you stop making excuses for somebody. The lesson I learned: charm without consistency was just a distraction. And I'm not here to be entertained. I'm here to be chosen. My healing affirmation: I release anyone who can't meet me with the same energy I give. What is meant for me will feel calm, steady, and sure, not confusing, hot and cold, or halfway. Final rating: 2 stars. 2 stars for personality, 0 stars for follow through. Closure statement. Thank you, Bob the Unbuilder, for reminding me that almost is never enough and my heart deserves something real.
Okay. Great story.
Yeah, the red flags were flagging that one too. Like do 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 do.
Is
But
that what stood out the most for you in that story?
um honestly, the what stood out the most for me is the surface level chemistry that we had at the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, maybe this will be turned into something real." And then the more conversations we had, the more I got to know him. Like, Buddy was in debt. Buddy was in debt, and then he made excuses like, "Oh yeah, I was never taught any different."
What do you mean?
I was yeah, because
Get help.
he was never taught how to manage money properly, and he was just in a lot of debt that he can't pay off, and he'll pay it off eventually. And then I was like, well,
And in sleep,
if we
I'm
ever move
sure.
in together, I'm not moving in with you until you pay that debt off. And that's when like the walls started coming up, and like he started getting like defensive about it. And what else was it? Oh, another red flag was so poor. I do feel for the guy because poor dude lost his girlfriend.
Girl.
Yeah, poor dude lost his girlfriend last year. She got cancer and died.
No.
So yeah, it sucked. Like
It
he
sucks, but why are you on here?
yeah, like there was things that he said that made me believe that he wasn't fully over the relationship, and he was just looking for somebody to fill a void because he was actively not progressing his life in any way. He's the type of dude who would just come home from a long day at work, crack a beer, sit in front of the TV, and just rot and watch hockey until he goes to bed. And like in the couple weeks I
Yes,
knew him,
functional depression. Sorry to
yes,
interrupt.
it was functional depression because like literally he didn't take care of himself at all. Like did not take care of himself at all. He was constantly ordering takeout, like not filling his life with hobbies and interest. Like just literally like he was going nowhere fast, and that was the problem. And then like not going to the gym. The dude was actually, not mean to be rude, but like kind of pretty
Mm.
overweight, not taking care of himself. And yeah, it got to the point like at first I was like, well, I've done all the work. Like I know what it takes to do the work. So it's like I don't mind how to be Bobette the Builder. Like I can train your dragon. Like, but then I
No
slowly
guarantees it'll be good, but I'll train
the,
you.
yes. Then the more I got to know him, the more I realized that there was low-key resentment building up with just the different levels that we're at. Like I am well on my way in my career. I'm like I'm doing very well in my career. Like I'm making good money, like and I'm able to support myself and also be able to make money to pursue my passions and my dreams and my goals career wise. And like I take good care of myself. Like I home cook all my meals. I go to the gym. Like I make sure I'm taken care of very, very well. So like because he saw that, like he did, like I saw it. I saw the low key resentment at the beginning, and I was like, buddy, like if you're already resenting me for quote unquote doing better than you, this ain't gonna work, bud.
Yeah.
Like this ain't gonna work. And then yeah, and then first date we had, he showed up drunk.
Oh, yeah.
You
How did
remember
you
that?
not realize that as a red flag?
Yeah, it was a huge red flag. And he catfished me. So the pictures that he took were obviously old, and he was at least 50 pounds lighter than he actually was.
Mm.
Yeah, like, yeah. So, like, I was like, after that date, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. And then he was like, wow, like,
The
what
pure
changed after one
disappointment.
date? And I'm like, the realization. It turned from fantasy into reality.
Yeah. Which is kind of
Uh,
sad. Like, you kind of feel sorry for those kinds of people.
I do. I really did feel for that guy because that guy was in just a dark place in his life and like he needed, but the thing is, I couldn't have been Bobette the Builder to fix this guy. He needs to be Bob the fucking Builder on his own goddamn life.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That was that was like one of the first realizations where it's like, yeah, I have to stop dating for potential. Like I need to date men who are in the same lane as me. And that's why I started dating guys like honestly Ghost Gaines Greg. He was amazing. He was perfect. He was in the same industry. We both worked in construction. So I'm like, great. This is one of the like this is a dude that I could definitely build a business with because I want to start I want to own my own construction company one day doing renovations and interior design.
You will do so good.
I am gonna try. I am gonna do I gotta go back to school first. I gotta take the project management and then I'm eventually gonna do the interior design, but that will
Eventually.
eventually come. So yeah, like the reality checks was uh like like you can support somebody, but you can't develop them. Like growth only happens when they decide, not when you invest.
Yeah,
And you can't want better. You can want better for somebody, but they need to also want it for themselves.
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, the the real lesson is growth in dating often comes from realizing you can't build a relationship with someone who refuses to pick up a hammer. Like you didn't like with Bob the Unbuilder, I didn't lose him. I lost the version of him that never existed. And I wasn't too much, he just wasn't enough.
Yeah,
And the
which is
right
kind
person,
of disappointing. Like there was a little something there. I know it wasn't much, but a little something.
yeah. There was but the thing is there was potential. There
Yeah,
was definitely potential. But like yeah, I just couldn't turn a situationship into a success story.
yeah,
So
that's
yeah, yeah. So like now I don't fix men. I choose men who are already doing the work. And I'm not here to build a man. I'm here to build a life with one.
mhm.
So if you're not building with me, please block me.
Please go away.
Yes. I
The door
stopped
is
choosing
open. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
exactly. I stopped choosing potential and started choosing peace.
Yeah.
Because at some point, many of us enter the Bobette the Builder phase. We believe we can fix somebody. We believe if we're patient enough, supportive enough, loving enough, things will change. But the
Mm.
truth is, you cannot build a healthy relationship with someone who refuses to do the work. And the moment you realize that, you stop trying to fix people and you start choosing partners who are already willing to build something with you because relationships aren't renovation projects, they're partnerships. And if somebody shows up to the relationship site without tools, without effort, and without accountability, that's not a builder. That's just another entry in the Fluff Boy Journal. Thanks for listening to What the Fluff, guys. Have a good day,
Have
everybody.
a great day.
Bye.
Bye.